No, not yet. Welcome IGCSE students. Today we're going to look at some mixed practice of sine and cosine rules, a few word problems. The first one actually is one that you've got for your set work today, so if you're watching this video that'll be helpful to you, I'm sure. We've got to calculate the value of x. So let's start by looking at what we do know. This angle here must add up 180, take away 44. So in that case, we're going to be 136. And that means we can work out this little angle here. So it's going to be 180, take away 136, take away 30, and that should give us a very small angle of 14, 14 degrees. And since this is 90 degrees here, we also know that this angle here should be equal to, let's have a quick look, 180 take away 90 take away 44, so this should be 46. Okay, now I'm going to focus my attention first of all on this triangle here. That's what I'm going to look at first. So when I look at that, I can see that I can use the sine rule. I know this side here, and I know this angle here, which are opposite. And if I want to find this side here, which will help me in my next part of the equation, then this is my opposite angle. So let's pair those up. X over sine 30 should be equal to 6 over sine 14. X over sine 30 should be equal to 6 over sine 14. Now if we rearrange that, we should get 6 times sine 30 divided by sine 14. What does this give us? I'm getting an answer of x is about 12.4 centimeters. Now I'd save my unrounded number because I'm going to on my calculator. I'm going to use that for the next part. Now I have this triangle here. So I'm looking at the second triangle now. I know that that's 44. I know that this is x, and I know that this value here that I just found, I probably shouldn't have called it x. I'm just thinking maybe I should say y, because that may confuse people. Sorry about that, guys. This is y here, and we'll just change all of the other values to y. Okay, so y there and y there. So we can use just a standard right angle triangle rule here. So I would say sine 44 is equal to x, which I don't know, over y. I do know y because I just found that out. So therefore x should be equal to y times sine 44. So I'm going to use my calculator answer there that I got from the first part, and I get x is equal to 8.61 centimeters. Okay guys, we're going to look at question 11, a bit more a tricky problem here. Now we're trying to find the area of a quadrilateral, and the way we're going to do this is we're going to divide our quadrilateral in half, and hopefully you can see that we could then use half AB sine C. So this side could be A, this side could be B, and this could be sine C. And we could almost do the same thing here, half A, B, we just need this angle here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to use triangle CDB to find this here, and then once we've got that, we'll be able to find theta, and then we can use half AB sine C to find our area. So we'll go about that now. So let's look at triangle CBD or BCD. Y squared equals 25 squared plus 35 squared minus 2 times 25 times 35 times cosine 80. Now let's just chuck that into our calculators. 25 squared plus 35 squared minus 2 times 25 times 35 times cosine 80, and then square, big number, 1,546, square root that, and you should get y is equal to 39.3. Now save that as your save the unrounded number, and then we're going to find, using triangle ABD, now we're going to find theta. So we chuck in our y squared again, that is a. We know that because we found it up above. Equals 30 squared plus 50 squared. So we're using triangle ABD here. Minus 2 times 30 times 50 times cosine theta. And first of all, I'm going to square my a, which gives me 1546.115 blah blah. Then I'm going to go take away 30 squared equals, take away 50 squared equals, and then to get this bit here across, I'm going to divide that. So I go divide, bracket minus 2 times 30 times 50, and that will leave me cosine theta by itself, and then I go inverse cosine theta, inverse cosine of that answer, and I get theta is equal to 51.8. Alright, now areas. Area is equal to area of both triangles. So the first triangle, half, times 25 times 35 times sine 80, plus half times 30 times 50 times sine 51.8. Again, use your unrounded number. Now when we chuck this into the calculator, I'm getting area equals 1020 to a centimetre squared to 3 significant figures. So key idea there is we're trying to use our cosine rule to find our missing side and angle, and that enables us to use our formula for area of a triangle, half AB sine C. So that's that one. Okay, moving on to the last one here that we're going to do today, 14. We are trying to show that this equation, show that 3x squared plus 6x minus 96 equals 0. So what are we going to do here? Well, let's take a look. Okay, well, I think we could try using the cosine rule. So we could say the 10 squared, we're pairing it up here, is equal to x plus 2 all squared plus x squared minus 2 times x plus 2 times x times cosine 120. Now let's see what this looks like in our next line. We've got 100 squared minus, and I expand that bracket, x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus x squared, and then I'm going to have minus 2 into x squared plus 2x. I'm just going to do this step by step now. Cosine 120 is equal to negative 1/2 times negative 1/2. Excuse me. Next, I got 100 squared equals, I'm going to gather some of these like terms here. So I've got 2x squared plus 4x plus 4. So I've just dealt with this bit here. Now I'll look at this next bit. Now this half times this 2, that's 1, and negative times negative is positive. So we should have plus x squared plus 2x. Now, Oh, that's not 100 squared there. What a Larry. Okay, so my next line is 100 is equal to 2x squared, 3x squared, if we gather this one here. So 3x squared, so 3x squared, and then we gather the other like term, so 6x plus 4. Now we're going to subtract 100 from both sides, so 0 is equal to 3x squared plus 6x minus 96. Done. We've done A. Alright. Now we've got to solve to find the value of x. So can we factorize this? I'll just be looking at it. I'm inclined to just use the quadratic formula. But, we can divide out by 3, can't we? So my next line is x squared plus 2x. And 96 divided by 3 is 32. Minus 32 equals 0. Now, factors of 32 that add to 2. 4 8 is 32. Maybe there isn't one. Having a bit of a brain fade here. So I don't think there is. I don't think we can actually factorize. In fact, I'm pretty sure we can't. I can't think of any factors at this point. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the quadratic formula to see if I can find out what x is equal to. So I'm going to say x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. Okay, now let's just chuck those in and see what we get. Okay, I'm getting x is equal to 4.74 centimeters, or negative 6.74. I'm going to cancel that one. I'm just going to ignore that because we need a positive length for our side. And so now I can calculate the area. So area equals half times A times B times sine C. And if I insert x into those values, my saved value of 4.74, I should be able to get the answer. So I'm just going to chuck that into my calculator now and see what I get. 4.7445. Maybe I'll use my unrounded number. Okay, so 0.5 times x plus 2 times sine 120. Okay, and I'm getting an answer of 14.0, 13.9 centimeters squared, if I use my unrounded. So there we go. Those are some more tricky problems from the exercise that you have to do today. Good luck with those.